Most Wanted Music Festival Berlin. Hello, 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 hello. I hope you've had the most beautiful day. It's come to that moment where we're about to have our final feature on this gorgeous stage, and it's been a gorgeous stage. So I'm going to invite some guests that you've already seen up on this stage to look at your utopian visions, to prompt us to have a panel discussion tonight. And I shall be your moderator. Yeah, I love a good panel. First up, I'd like to introduce, if you're ready, Albert, all the way from Riverside Studios, Berlin. Hey, Albert, whatever you like, I don't know.
Just tell me.
Well, I think I'm front and center. Go on, you take a seat. Next up, in the music industry for over 20 years, put your hands together for Jovanka from somewhere. I remember the second name. Wilmsdorf. Beautiful. Hello, welcome back.
Hi.
Hello. We just did an amazing AI prompting session, which was lovely. And it's my good honor to introduce Francesco to the stage. Welcome, Francesco, part of the sub bar. Did I say it right?
Hello, yes.
Yeah, welcome back, welcome back. I have an empty chair. Oh, and it's my greatest honor organizing and having me involved, Yihan. Welcome to the stage.
Yes, hello. Thank you.
The brains behind all the PDFs that got us here. Well done, well done. Well, welcome everybody. This is going to be a short, quick fire round panel discussion between us, thrown together here, inspired by your popcorn visions of utopia. So maybe we start, before we get to see people's visions, maybe you could project a word or a sentence that could be your utopia. I could start with food for everybody.
A food utopia?
Food utopia. I believe if we start with food, everything else will fall into place. You need air and you need food.
I would say it's not a utopia, but to make it available.
Available food. What's your utopia?
Let's think about that.
You don't have to think too hard because we've got a list of them up there.
Hard and heavy, as we said before.
Hard and heavy?
No, but my utopia is to create more sustainable incomes for artists, to create systems like what we do with Sequence, to create better recognition technologies, to make sure artists receive their fair share of royalties, and not to just rely on one particular income source and just be touring and then destroying their mental health. So this is my utopia, that every artist in the future will receive their fair share of royalties, and that not a year later, maybe the minute the song is played in a club, stuff like that, to make it easier to make a living out of music.
Right, the utopia was about music, like the big one. I thought, oh wow, that's a big question.
I went in big. I feel like if you go big, then you can trickle down. But it's correct.
No, if it
we are
is
at the
about
most
music and
wanted
creativity,
music festival.
then I'm, first of all, check. I go with all of that. I think that AI definitely is coming, and I hope that we learn to use it that in a way that it makes us more creative. Like on top of this, see it as a portal, see it as an opportunity. And before that, we got to discuss the whole topic very critical. And for that, we can't be fear-driven. So I think people going into it, wrapping their mind around it, hacking things, bringing together, helping each other, like giving each other also the possibility to grow is super important.
Beautiful. Would you like, yeah?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the problem is when we speak of utopia, normally it's supposed to be something like a paradise, land of milk and honey, and all the things we were speaking of is kind of getting back to a status quo, which used to be, maybe. No? But I actually love the ideas from our community, and that's I think most of those aspects are important for our future. One thing I'd like to add is...
especially more shrunts are just...
more shrunts, yeah, I saw that as well. Trolls are everywhere, fair enough, it's a good one. But we need more music in education, in schools, and most of the kids don't know the difference between C and F major, and that's something we need to get back in order to get to Utopia, in order to get a critical sense for AI, for generic music, also against monopolies like Spotify and the algorithms. So this should be something important, but I also know how hard it is, especially in our times. Yeah.
That's beautiful, and I've never heard that in a like Utopia thing, but it totally makes sense, of course, and it's not a luxury. So what you're saying, no, this should actually be fed to kids as food.
Yeah.
Coming back to your food thing.
As writing
we
and
need
reading.
air and food and music also. Yeah.
Francesco?
Well, I think if we embrace diversity, starting with already a creative limitation such you need to learn a particular chord, I think is not a good foot to start the conversation. I think we should start really accepting where curiosity can grow for several people, and two cents on AI. I think when we as humanity, we have some instruments to work with, we always do the same thing. So it depends how the instrument is made, because somebody will, the instrument is going to be used as every other instrument that we know, I think.
Truly, truly. Thank you for your beautiful injections there. And now let's turn to what the people here in the room and the festival have entered as their share with us your utopian vision for a better world of music in the future. Were they given one-word options, or people who are just directed towards community, connection, love, equality? I think universal basic income is like a really strong, we should all start working on that. Fairness, feelings, job, truth, encouragement, career. Do any of these words ignite you to make some steps into what could be a utopian vision? Community is a good start.
Yeah, community and connection, both are very important. As in former times, people used to meet in someone's apartment or flat to listen to one record all together. That's something beautiful. It's like having a feast together, cooking together, and we must not forget about that. Yes.
I absolutely agree. I think we should talk more to each other, and I also see the two topics there with the diversity and community, and the music industry won't be a boys' club anymore, as we're also driving at Riverside very heavily on diversity, getting more space for female and diverse people. I think we need more of, and I'm talking in terms of Mo Gauda, who is a very big expert in AI. At the moment, if AI looks at the world and sees all the bad news and a lot of toxic, I lost the word now, manly hood, and men kind of man-driven world.
Masculinity.
That's it. Thank you. I was like. Toxic masculinity. I think we need the opposite. We need more femininity in there, and more social interactions and more social capable people, instead of just rushing into it with our teeth fletched and just greedy people. And I think that will change a lot in the world. That will change AI as well, because AI learns at the moment from what we do and what we post, what we use, and there's a lot of negative stuff, a lot of jealousy. And I think and that brings back to community and connection. We need to talk more. We need to talk more about diversity and how we will can create a better future together, rather than just one-sided and everybody's polarized on each side, and we see that in politics, we see that everywhere. And I think if we can change that, that will be a perfect utopia.
I'd go for, you say we talk more, I say take more action. And because I see people talk a lot and also blaming a lot, and I go with the driver to build and not to blame. And that is very important also in this time to say where are my allies, what can I create, how can I get people on board, and if I get a step higher to send down the elevator again and say who can I bring up. So talking is one thing, getting into action, and for me that's why free creativity is free creativity, but also with the word action in it.
Francesco.
So if I can add right on that, create more and somehow either talk less or talk in a way that create less enemies, because we are so polarized, and the more we talk, the way we talk, maybe we are not solving any solution, and we are making stronger enemies because they are really disengaged from the topics that we stand for. So creating show, don't tell, I think is a great strategy.
And I also have to underline how important projects and initiatives like Zappa from Francesco are. I mean, I listened to this or experienced this the first time, and I also saw the reactions in the audience, and some were, is it music? What is it? It's so loud, it's so making me feel uncomfortable, but I think it's mind-opening, and it's also should be accepted as serious music, because it is serious music. It's just being done by people with other skills and other talents. And if this is the way how music develops in the future, I'm fine with it. So please keep on doing that, and also Alexander and Doci, thank you for being here from my side as well.
Nice. To try wrap up a utopian vision, you need to just go out there and do it. And then by going out there and doing it, you will produce something that will inspire someone on the way by seeing your vision. So let's get out of our seats and go make some music. Give it up for our final panelists this evening. This was a quick fire round on Utopia. It's been my pleasure to host you. And my pleasure to host you all day. I hope you have the most fabulous day tomorrow.
And thank you, Bleach.
Yeah. Thank you. I got one last thing to say. There will be no revolution without sexual revolution. And there will be no sexual revolution without homosexual revolution. Good night. See you in the future.